Road. All right, let them know that we're live in our Discord. Oh my God, live. Man, oh man. Hot topic. Hot topic. If 2K changes the affiliation boost, how you feeling about that? I don't think the community was crying at all about the affiliation boost. They just made a choice. But 2K didn't see. What up, Mood? What up, Underrated? 2K didn't see that the community was going to lean heavily in favor of one particular affiliation. Dano in the building. Element Ed, I see you. That boy good. Jay Sanders, you. What up, Kyle? What's good? Lumi the Godfather. No Cap is in the building. No Cap OVO. Blake, what up, Blake? What's good, brother? Appreciate y'all being here. They need to real talk. What up, Hayes? He said they need to. Jaden, I see you. If I miss you, please just put it back in. What up, Maiden? MCM was goody. King Roller, we live, Rome City. GG in the building, Superman lover. I feel uncomfortable when I say that, man. Hate when your homies, don't you hate when your homies be having those type of, because you can't holler at your homie. You can't be like, yo, nah, holler at Superman lover. I can't. And you never fail to have a homie who does that. Like they said in Kings of Comedy, your homie just want to nickname himself Delicious. Like, y'all not call me Delicious. I'm like, yo, I can't call you Delicious, B. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? All love, y'all. All love. Grayson Glocks, what up? Bandman D. Lee, what's goody? Ayo Meech, so gutter, what's goody? They killed the big stretch this year. We don't know that yet. We don't know that for sure yet. Chris, what it is. Get pasa Glocks, everything Irie. God Soldier in the building. Raul Morales in the building. Representing PR. Tooney in the building. What up? So yeah, you know, I dropped a video earlier explaining that 2K is on the verge of switching up our affiliations. And the game hasn't dropped. What's the best way to create balance? I ain't gonna front. When I saw the affiliations and I saw one affiliation, elite, first of all, elite affiliation, the courts look dope. They're futuristic. So that was dope in itself. I don't know how they kind of thought to match the Atlantis sort of theme against this futuristic theme. It was a choice they made. They probably had two parks and they said, well, let's just make them the affiliations. Who knows? Zindandara in the building. Your biceps have inspired me. What up, Ruben? But the theme of these affiliations will already separate the community. Excuse me. Oh, got like a kink in my neck. But the theme in these affiliations already like separate, and then you added shooting and defense. And maybe there's a disconnect. I don't know what you guys think. What a B-dub. I don't know what you guys think if you understand. Because if there was anybody that was connected to the community that was there, they would have. And considering how the game is developing, I instantly thought when I saw the boost for the affiliation for Rise, I said, well, that means them sliders are up for slashing playmaking type of builds. So I thought I thought it was an indicator. I thought 2K was trying to communicate something to us. That's what I was leaning towards. I said maybe 2K is trying to communicate something to us that slashing playmakers, NBA 2K20 builds are going to be OP this year. So this is why I was actually conflicted, because it was like, if I go with shooting and defense boost, go with the elite affiliation, what if slashing playmakers is just going to be their year? After seeing that they're considering changes, I'll bring up the post. After seeing that they're considering changes, I said, oh, what does that mean for slashing playmakers then? Will it still be? Appreciate that, Alex. Thank you for tuning in from Athens, Greece. it's a beautiful thing how we're able to kind of stretch our influence all across the world. I think it's just a beautiful thing. So I appreciate you tuning in. I wonder how it is to live out in Athens. All city big heck, the elite park theme really doesn't tie to the city. It doesn't tie into the city, definitely not. But that's why folks would be more inclined to pick elite, in my opinion, because it doesn't directly tie into the city. It's a change of scenery, an extreme change of scenery. They may change it back to 4 affiliations with a boost to each of the 4 types. Even if they keep just 2 sets of chords with 2 affiliations on each. I don't see them. I don't see them doing that. That'd be. I don't see them doing that because they already released the core side report, and there's a ton of marketing involved. As you guys see, Shakedown and LD did the commercial for both. They heavily tried to push it, so I don't see them adding 2 more affiliations. I'd be surprised. You never know with 2K. You never know. Maybe they had it in the works. What up, Marathon? The Boogie Dano in the building here. Jameer, what up? What they change in boost? Yeah, they're considering a swap in the boost. So they're thinking of moving finishing to elite and shooting to rise. Did they ever drop a My Career full trailer? Well, they dropped a bunch of information. You know, if you're staying up to date here on the channel, then you've seen a bunch of stuff. Alex P, a fellow Spartan. Hezo said, "What Bill? What up, Didi? That was good, man." Lacey McClung in the building. What bill you thinking about? So I've been seeing a ton of bills. Have you guys been seeing these bills? I've been seeing some bills out there. Cheeseaholic dropped some with some pretty crazy stats. And if you guys remember, like the smaller point guards in previous 2Ks, they went all offense. A lot of players go all offense for their point guards. And we were wondering if going all offense was going to limit you. Like, okay, you can go, I don't know if you guys remember the BP build, but you can, you know, wondering if a point guard could have high ball handle. And this is what most point guards do when they start. Most official point guards look for high ball handle. They need to be able to finish so that the drive is a threat. And then they go with a high 3 ball. Well, Cheeseaholic came up with something. And I said, oh, crap. It looks like we're going back to those days. And it's not a bad thing because it was exciting. The game speed was fast. Underrated reply guy, thank you for joining again as a legend. I appreciate that on Discord. I got my Discord up. Let me make sure that I have this set up as well before I continue on. Because I don't think I put it on. Yeah, there we go. Luckily, I double checked. But it looks like we're going back to the old days. But I got to just kind of stress this. In the old days, we didn't have a defense that can keep up. In the old days in particular, and let me tell you the struggles of defense, and you guys could agree with me if you've witnessed this yourself. The struggle in the old days was that there was so much latency. It was so unresponsive that the defense was dead seriously ice skating across. And this was taking place when the point guards had like amazing shooting, tons of cheeses like the left-right cheese and instant speed boosts and also quick stops. And we were able to kind of pull through it. It was like an offense-oriented type of game. Defense was just known not to keep up. It was a known thing. You can make the best lockdown ever. You at a disadvantage. Now we got a game, at least it looks like on paper in black and white. It seems like we got a game that is going to have that type of offense, but a defense that can keep up as well. What we talking about here? What we talking about here? AC was like, I need to hit the gym. Well, yeah, I've been trying to hit the gym quite often. It's a work in progress. I try not to like, you know, when you go to the gym for so many years, and as you get older in particular, you learn to take things slow. So like for me, I just take things slow. I go do just stay consistent. And before you know it, you're ending up buff behind in front of the mirror. It's like night and day. One second you're feeling like, damn, I need to go to the gym, and then the next second you're feeling super buff. Uh, Doing the right workouts, you know. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm not going to turn this into a whole workout stream because I could go off on that. I'm thinking of starting a workout channel. Actually, I may consider that for this year. Tell you, bro, I'm inspired. All those community day non 2K ballers need to go to Elite. I'm going to Rise, the underdogs. Jay Bape says he's going to Rise. You know, you got to make an educated decision, y'all. I, I've learned, I'll tell you what I learned. And to each their own, because I'm like an underdog type of mindset as well. I always kind of consider the underdog. But in regards to 2K, it just never works out. Because when they put, like, when there's an underdog, that dog stays under. Like, there's no come up for the underdog. You get what I mean to say? And I'm making reference to like what Beast of the East was, and since it was introduced, how everybody went there, and what that meant for members of Beast of the East is that they just had to play like 2 games for an event. And being that there was so many Beast of the East members, they win the majority of the events. So you get to benefit from that. It's less time invested on your behalf. In this situation, there ain't no come up for a Rise. The numbers are so lopsided. I think some people have it right now like at 90-10, 90% elite, 10. The last I checked, these are like on independent surveys. Ronnie 2K sent out a survey, over 100,000 votes, 70% in favor of elite, 70+% in favor of elite, 20 something percent in favor of Rise. So there's obviously like something, and it was this basically due to one, the aesthetics of each one of those courts, and then two, the particular boost that you get. I think if they wanted balance, I'll tell you one thing, and I'll get to the comments right now. I'll get to the comments. I think if they wanted balance, they would have been better off, because Elite looks so dope. Not to say that Rise doesn't look dope as well. It looks dope, but Elite, you know, come on, it's futuristic. We're on next gen. People are gonna lean that way. They should have swapped the boosts, all of them, everything. They should have started this whole thing with the Rise boost on the Elite side, and you know, the Elite boost, the Elite affiliation boost on the Rise side. Getting slashing and playmaking on the Elite side, and getting shooting and defensive permanent boosts on the Rise side. There's still questions that haven't been answered, by the way. We don't know if those boosts are going to unlock those permanent boosts that you're supposed to get through your affiliation. We don't know if they're going to unlock badges or attributes. In other words, it'll change the way in which we make a build. We'll make our builds with one less attribute in a particular category so that we can get that affiliation boost. We don't yet know if that's the case. We don't yet know if those permanent boosts go into every single game mode. We don't yet know. The first super chat of the stream, Lyndon Stevens, said, "Hey, All City, man, I think I'm going to sit out this year. Gonna take a rest this year." To each their own. I get it, Lyndon. My recommendation, I'll tell you guys off rip, it's sounding like this is going to be one of those staple type of years. Every so often, 2K has like a blowout sort of year, and this seems like it's going to be that type of year. You can definitely keep it locked here on the channel, because I'll keep you posted either way. If the game ends up crumbling like 2K23, you guys will know it here. I'll be sure to share that with you guys. I'm not going to just say that for the sake of saying it. The game has to officially crumble the way 2K23 did, to the point where I'm damn near considering deleting the game. If I get to that point, I'll share it with you guys. John Harvey in the building. All right, to the comment section we go. That's not, it's going to be under the hood. Browns LLC with a 199 super chat said, "Icons versus Elite would have been a better name." Oh, Icons? I get it. I get it. Yeah, it is kind of different. You got Elite And elite has always proven to be like a representation of a status level. When you say you're an elite player, you can't say you're a rise player. You know what I'm saying? You can say you're an elite player. It's a status. Uh, but a rise player, you're like, what are you talking about, bro? So I get what you're saying. I'm gonna make a seasonal mixtape this year. Nice, good for you. Nigel Johnson said it's already starting off bad. Not necessarily, not necessarily. It's not necessarily starting off bad. We, I think a lot of us would have preferred for 2K to just leave it as is. But we don't know what events 2K has in mind. What if 2K does indeed have events like affiliation challenges? They see what's going to happen when they see those type of numbers. Elite is going to win every single event just for the sheer fact that they have more players. And it's not just a little bit more, it's a lot of bit more. So if you look closerly at it, elite versus stars, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, Bulldozer and Hall of Fame. We be out there, man. We just do our thing. I stay focused. The work ethic that I have for 2K is the same work ethic that I invest in other channels and also in my real life. So that's all that is, man. Uh, you know, Slow and steady wins the race. That's all. Slow and steady. You know what happens often? Folks like to keep tabs on you, right? You know that. You know them pocket checkers. Folks like to keep tabs on you, watch your growth, and they come check you out every month. Like, let me check on, see what he's doing. Let me see what numbers he got. While you're working every single day, not paying attention to any other man, you got a bunch of other men paying attention to you. It's a good position to be in, y'all. I really don't pay attention to other men, how they look, what they're doing. The only time I look to another man is for inspiration. And they're far and few in between. This is just my take on things. Far and few in between that you can find another man and look to another man for inspiration. Hopefully that changes in the years to come, but we just don't know. Back to 2K though. Meanwhile, back in the jungle, back at the Batcave, like you never even know. I might really be Batman. You guys don't know, B. I keep my hat forward. You don't know what I'm doing at night, B. I could dead serious. I tell you one thing, you never seen me and Batman in the same room at the same time, right? It makes you think. It makes you think. It really makes you think. Salute to ya. The boring life of faith in the building. I mean, life is harder now, City. It's not like back in the day where you can look up to stars. Yeah, yeah. Everything's like a finesse nowadays. By the way, I just want to throw this out there before I get to these super chats. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I'll get to each one of these super chats. I downloaded Baldur's Gate 3 yesterday. And I just want to give you guys a quick rundown, real quick. First of all, the game is freaking amazing. Second of all, what you see on YouTube doesn't no justice for what you get on your screen. Third of all, it's a game that I probably wouldn't have even ever considered playing. I thought I was hella skeptical, but the background, the politics is what made me get it. And I want to share that with you for just a second because it's relative to 2K. I want to share it with you for just a second. Baldur's Gate 3, if you look it up, you're going to see tons of great reviews on it. It's supposed to be light years ahead of its time. And I could vouch for that because I was stuck on it yesterday. I couldn't even get off. I forced myself to get off to make sure I get some rest. That's what I did yesterday. The background on it is that the developer said, we're taking a stand against other developers who are consistently trying to finesse consumers. I just want to share this with you guys because this was the main reason. This was the main, this is what made me determined to get the game. This was like the determining factor that made me get the game. The developers took a stand. They said, no, they're standing on the idea that there is no in-game purchases. And it's not that you're getting a mediocre game. They went far and beyond anything that's currently right now in any game. The development process took years, and they finally released it on console yesterday. Any developer right now that's willing to take a stand, and not only that, set a new standard for gaming, because the game is freaking amazing. It's hella, there's a lot of that, a ton of replay value. It's one of those games that the game just, time just passes and you don't even know 10 hours pass. Remember those days? And they're taking a stand, no in-game purchases, and it will never happen with them, is what they're saying. So I say, I got to support this. I got to see if something could take up my time and I enjoy myself. So just wanted to put that out there, man. I just wanted to throw that out there. I was live streaming it yesterday on my second channel. You guys are welcome to come through to my second channel. The link is up right there. Baldur's Gate 3. You'll see it on your PlayStation Store or your Xbox, whatever. Baldur's Gate 3. And trust and believe me, y'all. Trust and believe me, it's not a game that I would normally play. It looks like it's a top down. I looked online and I was looking at a bunch of videos and reviews, and everybody's saying it's amazing, but I'm looking at it and I'm saying, what is amazing about that? But let me get to the super chats. Let me get to the super chats because I definitely don't want to miss y'all. The Thinking Man's Templar with the $2 super chat said, how do you feel about PlayStation Plus going up to 40? I really dislike it. You guys know how I feel about this stuff. I really dislike the idea that PlayStation Plus is increasing, but there's a huge but there. Pause. I don't know if that's a pause or maybe it's not so much a pause if there's a huge but there. Anyway, either way, I don't like the increase in cost, but from what I realized in recent weeks, I've been downloading games from the PlayStation Plus catalog. So I thought, they're giving out some good games there. Hopefully they increase the type of games that they're giving out. So I think there's an incentive there. Like and for my entertainment, there is an incentive there. So I like that idea. I just downloaded Lost Judgment and I was playing that. And I downloaded it for free. So I thought that was dope. $4.99 from Mo Lejean said, been watching every video since late July. Thank you for no money spent challenge. I spent $3K between 22 and 23. You made me realize I was a victim. Road to 100K. Damn, you made my hair stand up. Salute to you, Mo. I appreciate you sharing that, man. And change. That's all. We don't need to look at ourselves like a victim. It's just acknowledgement. If you're spending that money and you're conscious you're spending that money, go ahead, do your thing. And you got it. It's not hurting you. It's not hurting you or your family. Do your thing. If you're enjoying yourself, if there's value for the dollar that's spent. And this is what Baldur's Gate 3 was talking about. The developers within them is that these gaming companies have come to a point where they no longer have to give us a good product because we're going to pay either way. And if it's across the board, there's no other option. There's no substance until a developer like the ones who created, I forget the name, Larathon or something like that. And so a developer like them comes around and says, we're taking a stand. We're bringing entertainment, the real entertainment, back to gamers. Appreciate you saying that. Dirk with the $1.99 super chat said, rest in peace 6'1" and 6'9", bro. Well, I tell you one thing, Cheeseaholic got 6'1s, 6'2s are looking good out there. It's not that bad, y'all. It's not that bad. You're going to see the 2K community rise up with these small guards. I could promise you that. It's going to happen. You watch, you see, you come back and remember this live stream. Let me get to the next. I remember there was another super chat here. I just don't want to miss him. I know there was another one. Mo with another $4.99 super chat said they're looking at you too closely, bro. Shout out to Ricky George. Keep the grinding, bro. I'm here for all the success. Thank you so much, Mo, and I appreciate you participating in that success, man. Journey to 100K. You guys could help make that happen. 570 in the chat. They are indeed trying to change up and balance. You guys get me hype when I see the number like 570. You see, because I was kind of like a little tired, and I was thinking I just want to lean back and play Baldur's Gate 3, but I said, nah, I can't do that. It's go time. It's go time. I gotta connect. Folks want to, they want to connect with me. I want to connect with them, and folks want to know what's going on. So I get hype when I see the numbers go up like that. It's such a beautiful thing. Road to 100K. You guys could help make that happen by subscribing today. I want to make that happen. I want that plaque to be either like right here or on the back wall there, is what I'm thinking. But let's get it, man. Let's get to back to the comments, back to what y'all talking about. Will the affiliate, that's what we're trying to figure out. Taylor Made asked, will affiliation boosts apply in the rec center? And like I said just a second ago, there's still a ton of questions that need to be answered, because it's not only if they would apply in different game modes like Pro-Am, Rec. We're wondering also if these affiliation boosts, they're supposed to be permanent attribute boosts. We're wondering if these affiliation boosts are also going to be able to unlock a badge level or particular animations. The reason why that is because that'll determine how we create our builds. While we're making the build, we might put it one short, so that way we can grind out the affiliation boost and apply that to our build. You know, everybody thinks the goats out there try to save. You know, they do their best to make the most optimal build. Do you get what I'm saying? So it'd be senseless if while you're making your build, you're putting the build to just meet the threshold, and then you get a permanent attribute boost that goes on there, and that attribute serves no purpose because you already met the threshold. But let's say you go one below the threshold and then grind it out and get that boost, you was able to apply attributes in different areas because you went one below the threshold. So something to think about. What's this? Flux. All City is the people's chant for 2K. Unbought, unfiltered, high quality commentary. Thank you for saying that, man. I wish I could. I wish I could be on the receiving end to see what y'all see, but this conversations that we just have on a daily basis with the homies, whether we're in Discord, playing a game, whatever. So we take what we talk about and we kind of bring it to the forefront with you guys. There's no difference of who I am, what you see right now, to who I am IRL. But I appreciate you saying that. Sony got me researching gaming PCs. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I think Sony is disregarding the idea that Steam is out there, Sony and Xbox. And they have a reason to, because they sold so many consoles and it was on such high demand. Hopefully Sony adds incentive with this stuff. Hopefully, I'll keep my fingers crossed. 6ix9ine still may be the move based off affiliation boost. I don't see it. I've seen a few 6ix9ine bills and I'm like, oh my God, they hurt them boys. They really hurt them 6ix9ines. Dano in the building said, AC, what team you gonna run with in my career? I haven't given that any thought, to tell you the truth. I haven't really given that much thought. Super Juggernaut said, will work for VC. So if you guys need your lawn cut, you know what I'm saying? Holler at the homie, because he said he'll work for VC. You can go right to Walmart, get one of them VC cards, and, you know, get the homie working. I feel your pain. Super Juggernaut. Anderson Santos with the $5 super chat said, have you heard anything about our players not having to share faces like 2K23? Was that like an autocorrect? Should I read it again? Anderson Santos said, and maybe I'm drawing a blank here. Have you heard anything about our my players not having to share faces like in 2K23? I wish I knew what you was talking about, and maybe I'm drawing a blank here. I'm missing something. Can somebody clarify? Somebody was sharing faces. Yeah, I was wearing glizzy hats, sharing faces. Somebody clarify, please. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. Do lock All City Big Hex said, do locks, hold on. Do locks need block to be a lock? The way I see it, here we go. The way I see it is that If any 2K you needed block as a lockdown, it would have probably been in 2K23. Considering these changes for 2K24, I would like to lean towards the idea that you probably not, and we're talking about on a highly competitive level where they're going to be running small point guards with really fast movement, and most of these point guards are going to be limited on their finishing. In 2K23, everybody had finishing, but I don't think that's going to be the case in 2K24. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you're running against a good offensive team, you're probably only going to, as a lockdown, you're probably only going to really need to guard the ball handler at the perimeter. I don't think they're going to finish the same like they did in 2K23. At least they're not going to be taking off from the foul line, is what I'm getting at. Finishing is going to be less aggressive in that sense, in my opinion. And there were lockdowns in 2K23 that were able to guard without block either. If there's any chance to make a lockdown without block, it will probably be in 2K24. Do I recommend it? I'll put it like this. If I was making a lock, I would probably make them with a limited block. But I'm not an elite lockdown. So I would love to hear from an elite lockdown out there if they would consider that against the offense that you're going to see in 2K24. Not this offense that we see in 2K23, but the offense you're going to see in 2K24. Slits in the building said, as long as my perimeter D is high, I don't need steals. That's what Slit said. Mo said, I think he meant the face scans don't look different. If you create a new player, you couldn't change the face on your my player. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. It didn't transfer to your new player. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't face scan this year. Sorry about that. I didn't know that was a thing. Deity 2K. Were those contact dunk requirements from a 2K dev? Those contact dunk requirements were from Double H. And Double H went to Community Day. So just so you guys know. You're an elite lockdown, bro. All City cheat. Nah, I would never consider myself an elite lockdown. I like being a backup defender. I never considered myself. Never. I've always gotten cooked. Like the one-on-one game, I've always gotten cooked. I could hold it down. Now, don't get me wrong, in a 5v5, it'll be way more difficult to cook me if I bring a lockdown out there because I'm always aware of where my teammates are. So I always try to lean the ball handler toward a teammate. It's never like I'm trying to be aggressive toward the ball handler. That's why I don't have that lock mentality. Is there a stage this year? There has been confirmed. There is a stage that's on Double H as well. Go check out Double H's Twitter. He posted the ante up in the city. So yeah, go check that out. Stage is there, y'all. Stage is there. Go check out Double H on Twitter. He posted an image, and he circled it where the stage is. Because a lot of people are asking that question as well. I should have made a video confirming it. I'm an elite lockdown, and trust me, you're gonna want block at least enough to get bronze anchor. You're a defensive build. Go with so much defense. Go with as much defense as you can. I imagine he was gonna say. Appreciate that, Earl Cash. Appreciate your feedback. He said he's an elite lockdown. Karim, $5 super chat said they're changing boosts. Catch me up on things, City. I'm lost. All right, so I'll catch you up and I'll put the images to show it. And matter of fact, I'll just pull it up right now so I could keep you guys up to date with why I made that video and what's going on. First of all, matter of fact, for the folks that are here, let me just put this one up. Let me just show this one in case you haven't seen that. All City Big Hex sent out this tweet saying break records, and this was from 2K. Break records and backboards in the city. Just in case you haven't seen that, I wanted to throw that up there. You might be breaking the backboard in your park games. We'll see what happens. There hasn't been, like, nobody else elaborated on that yet. But now we'll pull up what Uncle Demi had to say. And let me hide this real quick and pull it up in 1 second. You already know hostagos. You already know hostagos. All right. I got it locked. I got to unlock it. And then we'll move that up. Uncle Demi sent out this tweet saying, trying to figure out how to have affiliations balanced. What ideas do y'all have? Y'all go respond to him on Twitter, B, or go leave a comment on my video that I just posted. But he said, what ideas do y'all have with switching these? He said, we're switching these around. Work. If not, what then? What will work? I'll get to those super chats in just a second. Appreciate you, Joker. So he's talking about changing the two, swapping out the two top boosts that you get. And that was the heat check, which was the first one for Rise, and also the two-way tenacity boost. So you wanted to kind of swap those. And along with that, swapping finishing, adding finishing to the Elite affiliation and swapping the shooting boost that Elite has and putting that under Rise. I don't know what you guys think about that. We could talk about it, share your thoughts. Trying to catch y'all up on what's going on. Joker, $2 super chat said, I play as a comp lock and I'm going silver anchor. I appreciate you sharing that, Joker. It looks like Elite Lockdown say you have to have block. What if we find out? Tell me this. And I think none. I don't think it's gonna change. I don't think it's gonna change. That's why I say I'm not an Elite Lockdown, because an Elite Lockdown thinks differently. They're like, ain't no way you driving on me. I don't care if I don't ever use my anchor. It's not even an option. This is what Elite Lockdowns like. That's how they like to play. And this is why I'm not an Elite Lockdown, because a dummy like me would be like zero block, everything on perimeter and steel, and I'm handing off the drive to somebody else. This is what that's how my mind thinks. It may not be right though, so don't follow in my footsteps. I would recommend following the footsteps of these Elite Lockdowns. Mo with a 490. Did I miss any super chats? Hopefully I didn't. I don't want to miss anybody's super chat. All right, yeah, I think I'm caught up. I'll get to the comments as well. It's not just reading the super chats. The second the super chats slow down, I get to the comments and read them. Mo, again, with a $4.99 super chat said, can we see the 2K roadmap? I still ain't see My Career trailer. I thought it was supposed to come on Friday before the city trailer. I think I do have the roadmap saved in my screenshots. I have to double check it though. Let me see if I could pull it up, and then I'll get to the comments as well. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can pull up the roadmap, or if anybody in the stream, y'all could confirm screenshots. I'm pretty sure I would have saved that. So I know I would have saved that. It's just where did I save it? And it was, here we go, roadmap. Your boy be on it. Your boy be on it, man. You think I be fooling around me? You think I be fooling around me? It's no time for no games, man. Let's get this one. I do got it. I do got it. Screenshots. We just scroll down and I'll pull up the roadmap and we'll check for ourselves to see what going with this. Because, yeah, people are kind of confused. Like, hey, we're less than a week away, but people are like, nah, B. Nah, they said they were going to deliver it, B, and it didn't get delivered, bro. There we go. Okay. Pull that up. So here we go. August 28th was My Career, The City, and My Team. Blake with the 199 super chat, just cuz. Appreciate that, Blake. September 4th is season 1. Yeah, so that's the roadmap. Hopefully you guys see that clear. I'll put it over here. We need new events for the theaters, is what No Cap said. We don't even know if theaters are coming back. You need playmaking defense. Next week, all it says is season 1 and more. Yeah. Matter of fact, I saw the ish on IG. I'd have heat check, trigger, middies, and threes. Interesting, Nate. Mo with a 199 super chat said, this is why you're the best. Appreciate it, gang. Yeah, appreciate you too, Mo, man. You already know the vibes. We out here, man. Can't wait for this game. Took off Thursday through Sunday. Watch the service be trash. Jazz, that's facts, man. But it's good that you... Wow, so many people just said the workforce is going to be at a disadvantage 2K release day. So many people done took off work like, nah, B, I'm sick those days. What you mean you sick those days, bro? How you know you're going to be... Trust me, bro. Every year around that time, I get sick, bro. So I like to, because I'm looking out for y'all as a business. I know I'm gonna be sick around those years because every year it's like my allergies. You know what I'm saying? It's like my allergies. Uh, yo, folks are wild. B. Folks are wild. Ah, it was a breakdown of the trailer. Yeah. Shanice said theater is back. Okay, so it's been confirmed. Uh, Ray, what up? Ray was good. Make a build for the game mode you gonna play. Don't make someone's pro-am lock build and try to use it at the park. And that's not all. Like I keep stressing y'all, that's not all it is that you got to consider. Because if you're looking at somebody else's build, you got to make sure you match their play style so you have the same badges they have. Otherwise, what's the point of making a build like somebody else if your play style is completely different? The badges that you get are not going to be anything like what that dude had, what that was showing you the build to make. Lion King with a 4.99 super chat says, season 2, we get a new rec. What are some changes you think they should add? Interesting. What are some changes they should add to the rec center? Appreciate. Oh, that's Lido King. Lido King. Pardon. I didn't mean to mess that up. Some changes that they could add for the rec center. It needs to be more lively. I would like to see consistent themes happening maybe every week. I would like to see custom jerseys, an option for customized jerseys. I want it more vibrant. I want the idea of substitutions added so that we're not playing against any AIs ever. I don't know how they would incorporate that, but off rip, that's what I would think of. These are some of the things that I had asked for throughout the years because I get tired of playing with AIs. They need strict griefing penalties for them folks that try to troll, even though they separated it now. So it's squads and no squads. That was a huge thing that the community wanted. So I think that's dope. What else? Maybe a skins and shirts week or something like that. That's dope. You think of everything that you did as a kid when you were playing ball outside, or for some of us even right now. You go out there, you go to a rec center, or you go to a gym, and you think about what you would want to see out there. Maybe even an option for the crowd to get involved. Breaking backboards is a dope idea as well. Not, I mean, like the last shot type of thing, maybe at the end of a quarter, end of a game. I would like to see us able to switch our badge loadout at halftime or something, or during a timeout, have an option to switch up our badges. This man, I could go off, B. I could go off. I know, questions like that might stumble, other creators might stumble, but I'm passionate about this stuff for real, for real. So when you ask questions like that, we could just keep going. That's why I don't have no agenda. There's no agenda in front of me. You ask questions, I share my thoughts, and I have a lot of them, B. I have a lot of them. It be like that. Put a coach on each team, Rob plays. I got to do my homework on the builder first. Anyways, I'm not going there. That's Keith Turner. Joining game in sessions and losers don't count would be nice. And losses don't count would be nice. If they had a bucket game event, that's Dano, custom jerseys or NBA, right? That even NBA jerseys I think would be dope. Just like one day give you maybe 3 options for a jersey. You know how like when you're on Call of Duty you get to choose the next map? Wouldn't that be dope if they got you choosing a jersey, like your next game's jersey, and everybody gets to choose, the majority wins or whatnot? Just like, and then if it's mixed, then 2K would just randomize it between the 3. I know you didn't mean it, but you missed my $5 super chat. The Thinking Man Sepler. Sorry about that, Thinking Man Sepler. I will look it up right now. I thought I had missed one too. Let me double check. The Thinking Man Semplor with the $5 super chat said, before making a build, create a player offline to test all the badges and SIGs. Add him to a team first and test the build template first in my errors for free. And that's a great idea to consider. I tell you one thing, and this is where things change, because I've noticed that regardless of what you experience offline, It's going to be a night and day experience if you're considered an online player, a night and day experience to what you consider to how your player is going to play online. So it's tough because throughout the years, I've learned how to match what I'm seeing offline and how that will, there's little indicators in movement, responsiveness, and these are tiny little indicators. Everything else, in my opinion, you could throw down the drain because your offline experience is never going to match your online experience. But for things like responsiveness, speed, it's hard to even assess like blocking ability. I really go off of responsiveness. You know, that those quick type of jukes type of thing is what I'm looking for. And when I'm dribbling, the responsiveness and fluidity of the dribble movement. And those are the determining factors of whether or not I could take that offline player and bring them online. And I kind of mastered this thing in a sense, and I'm not patting myself on the back. It's just trial and error, constant trial and error to say, I made that build. He looked amazing offline, but he plays like crap online, you know. And through that trial and error, I've come to a point where now I know what to look for in an offline experience and how that would correlate to an online experience. That's just my feedback on it. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything else. Season 2, we do get a new rec center. It has been confirmed that in season 2, we're getting a new rec center. All City Big Heck. I think Double H shared this on his Twitter as well, an image. But All City Big Heck said that he noticed a building was under construction. Could that be our new rec center? The Asian Moses said, Yo, AC, will Inside Bigs be viable in park this year? Last 2 years, I haven't really been able to bring one out in the park. If any year an inside bid could be viable, is this year. They were viable last year, by the way, but it was mainly dependent on your point guard will determine how successful you were as an inside bid, and depending on what you was finna target. But if there's any year for an inside big to be a viable option, a lot of people are considering the pick and roll this year, especially. So if there's any year that there's you might have success as an inside big, it's this year because they have a lot of finishing tools. A lot of stuff has been revamped for inside bigs finishing and feeling stronger. So yeah, it's definitely an option. Speed and stamina versus strength and vert is much better. Interesting. 705 in the chat. Hey, we are out here. 700 people watching and only 50 likes. Get them likes up, Kochi. And if you're here, you haven't subscribed yet, you can help us get to 100K. Shameless. I know it, but I have a huge goal. I'm sure you guys got goals in your life. I have a huge goal. You're here. Drop a sub, drop a like if you can. Take a second, make it happen. You could help us get to 100K and you could see the journey. Maybe a couple months in to 2K24, you can see that plaque right on the wall and say that you played a part in making that happen. Definitely finna get that plaque. It's one of my goals. Hopefully you guys could help make that happen. I appreciate y'all. Ayo, bro, appreciate you reading my message. All love, man. You already know the vibes. Hey, I pride myself in being accessible, y'all. So if say the chat is moving too much and I can't access, like I can't see your message, I can't read your message, especially when 2K24 releases, you're gonna see me in our Discord. You're gonna see me in the party chat. You can come on through and just say what up. I remember not too long ago, I'm in the chat and I'm there communicating, talking, and one of the homies in there didn't know who I was. He's in our Discord, but he didn't know who I was, which is crazy. It is what it is. But he said, he asks one of our other leaders, yo, you really be running with that guy from the videos? And I'm in there. I've already have been talking. We're actually all having a conversation. So he asks my homie, All City Slim, yo, you really be running with that guy from the videos? And Slim said, yeah. And everybody jumps in like, he's in here. What are you talking about? He's here talking. And he's like, oh, nah, I'm talking about the light-skinned guy from the videos. So we all bust out laughing. that I didn't even know I was considered the light skinned guy from the videos. It just is what it is, man. Type exclamation point Discord if you guys would like to join our Discord. You want to stay connected, join our parties, just chop it up. You already know the vibes. We there. So either lockdowns will be OP because they only ones with defense, or low attribute defense will be buffed, is how I see it. You know, it's tough because I don't only consider that, B. Let's go. I'm taking into because appreciate the sub to Indeezy. I'm taking into consideration that balance may be a thing. Or for instance, like I gotta make balance a thing for me because I'm going no money spent, and my build gotta last me. Every build I make has to last me the entire year, and it has to be patch proof. So that's what, for me, balance is gonna be key. But when I'm looking at these builds, especially the NBA template builds, it looks like 2K was trying to tell us balance for a lot of players is going to be key. The elite players know where to put those attributes because they're trying to create a play style. Do you get what I'm saying? When you're trying to create a play style or play a particular way, you already know where you're dumping your attributes off rip, and nothing's going to change that. But for me, when I'm looking at a different experience, a more stable and balanced experience, I'm going to have to balance out those attributes so that it can remain patch proof. They could patch a 99 steel because I ain't going to have a build with a 99 steel. Same with a 99.3, they could patch that. Go ahead. So I should be patch proof all year. All City, will you go specialized with Hall of Fame badges or all around? I think I just answered that, Dennis. So yeah. Yeah, I think I just touched base. I didn't even read your comment, but I just exactly touched base on that. Yeah, because I can't go specialized. I can't risk getting a build patched. No money spent is like, that's hella different. You got to take different things into consideration. I know I wouldn't want to risk grinding a build and then having the joint get patched just for the sake of making a specialized build. I really like that Paul George template. Facts, the joint did look good. Defense playmaking affiliation was suck. Why would you want handles on a lock? Doesn't make any sense. It's tough either way. And I get it. Sheed Gaming. They're not trying to say handles on a lock. When they think of adding, when folks are saying defense and playmaking on the same side, they're thinking that they overload their attributes and they just take the benefits of defense and playmaking. They overload attributes in their core play style, whether it's finishing or shooting, and then they take the additional boosts from having that affiliation. So I don't think folks was thinking make a play lock. At least that's what I don't think that's what it is, unless some people out there are trying to make a play lock. I don't know. This question came up just the other day as well in the live stream where the homie was like, I'm gonna make a play lock. And I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? Like, you're not gonna have no finishing, you're not gonna have no shooting. You're just gonna pass the rock and play good defense. That's not gonna work. Mo with a 199 super chat said, you making a My Career series this year with no money spent? I don't have the intention. I can't really say for sure because I don't know what My Career is going to feel like for me. It's to be my first year playing My Career as a thing. And I don't know if I have the mental capacity or patience to be in My Career. I'm not a My Career player. But if it's exciting, it's exciting. And I'm trying to find a new way to deliver content. So I don't necessarily want to do a My Career series, but if it leans that way, it leans that way. Like I may do the street ball quest, that street ball side quest. It's supposed to be pretty lengthy, so I may consider doing that. The mayor said, can you speak on them taking away body types? Haven't seen a lot on it. Thanks, City. Yes, sir. All right, so in regards to body types, I got a tweet for that as well. Because let me pull that up because the homie asked about body types. I'll pull it up right now. I got a tweet about it. Let me make sure. Images. All right. So in regards to body types, it's been confirmed that you're not going to have a body type option when you're making your build. But from the appearance menu, you can choose from 3 different body types. And I think this is going to be like generic body types because the homie goes on. And by the way, this was reposted by Zach Timmerman. He said you can now upgrade slash progress your body in the Gatorade gym. So a lot of players, they like to look unique. Jameson McCoy, thank you for the sub. A lot of players like to look unique. And you're going to see folks in the gym. You're going to see folks real life rushing home to get to the gym on 2K. Like IRL, nah, B, I got to go. I got to hit the gym. But you say you was going home. Yeah, I'm talking about the gym in 2K. Yeah, they really, it's a whole sausage party out there, and folks are trying to have muscles in a whole sausage party. So it is what it is. That's the 2K community. They love that stuff. I'm looking forward to it as well, just so we can look unique. But Kentrell Thomas with the 4.99 super chat said, I'm thinking about making a 610 big. Do you think 70 to 75 three ball will be good enough to be consistent? Keep up the grind to 100K. Thank you, Kentrell. I appreciate that 4.99 super chat and the support to get us to 100K. 70 to 75 three ball. I've always been suspect of low three balls, man. I'm probably the wrong person to ask about that, because I've always been suspect with low three balls. The lowest that I've gone was this past year with a 79, and I was shooting good with a 79. I felt comfortable shooting with that 79 7-foot center. But 75 for me is pushing it, B. I don't care what nobody says. Like, so you might see some folks shoot lights out. And Mike Wang did confirm that you can be deadly with a 75 three ball, but you could also be butt cheeks with a 75 three ball, is what he basically said. And I'd probably, from my shooting ability, I would probably be on the butt cheek side. So for me, I think 80 is my low standard. But I would imagine that folks are going to be pushing it and hitting consistently with that 75. If I was to take a guess, I think we're going to be seeing 75 three balls shooting out the corner pretty consistently. I think that's what we're going to see this year. But be cautious, yeah, because if you go that low, it runs the risk of getting patched. So be cautious. Remember, this year I'm making a patch-proof build. So 80 for me. Anything under that, and I'll end up being hesitant. That's the same way. Schlitz just said it. I'm the same way. AC Hoax said you missed the super chat. I missed Hoax super chat. Let me get to Hoax. Hold on. I definitely didn't want to miss Hoax super chat. Salute to Hoax, by the way. Let me see if I can get back to Hoax super chat real quick. Sorry, them super chats are rolling in, and I truly appreciate that. I'm getting to it right now. 5.99 European. In my opinion, there's still an animation missing for years now in 2K. Being able to pass fake during a layup dunk animation. You mean during the windup of a layup dunk animation? Like you see folks on the drive kind of fake a pass and then go up. Is that what you're referring to? Or are you referring to in the air? Because if you're referring to the first thing that I mentioned, like you see this happen, maybe like they try to fake behind the back, like they're going to throw a pass behind the back and then bring it back up on the right side. I could see that being a thing. I would love to see that. And hopefully with Pro Play, they could incorporate something like that, because Pro Play would kind of narrow in those animations and just incorporate it into the game. So that would be dope, Hoax. I ain't going to front. I appreciate that super chat, by the way. Appreciate you sharing your question with us. Did I miss anything else? Hopefully I didn't miss anything else. Thank you for the folks being patient with their super chats and me reading them off. I always skip the gym. I hate that ish. I really despise the gym as well. The gym is going to be different, by the way, this year. It's not going to be, hopefully, it's not going to be the same drills. They said it's going to be different type of things that target badge progression. So it's going to be badge type of drills will be your workout, and you'll still have the opportunity to get your boost. It's not going to be +4 per se, but it's going to be speed boost. And let me correct that. It just referred to as boost. It didn't say speed boost. Also, you will get an opportunity to get permanent boosts, similar to the Gym Rat badge, and that was confirmed by Zach Timmerman. $10 super chat from Marathon the Boogie. He said, I really hope they don't patch defense when people start complaining like last year. Players need to allow everyone to get badges first The game fluctuates so much doing so. That's an absolute fact. Marathon the Boogie, I appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us because you're going to see this happen. Folks are going to complain. But 2K's been so well connected with the community over recent weeks that I think they're going to be a little more hesitant on making those changes all willy-nilly, especially with what happened in 2K23. Never in my years playing 2K have I ever seen a game go from absolutely amazing, a 2K release go from absolutely amazing, top 3, easy, to bottom 3 by the end of the year. Never. I've never witnessed that. So I was heavily disappointed. That's my opinion, though. That's my opinion of the gameplay. I don't know how many of you agree or disagree. They need to wait for the players to get their badges, get their attributes up, so we know exactly what the year is going to look like. If they make changes too early, then what the hell is it going to look like when folks got their badges? So you say you patch defense early in the year, you patch that joint early in the year, the offensive player is only going to get stronger. How can you patch it early in the year when the offense is not even fully developed yet? Let alone the defense not even fully developed yet. But, you know, if they patch it, they're only going to get stronger while the defense has already been patched to be weaker. So, yeah, hopefully they take that stuff into consideration. All right, back to the comments. Joshua Fernandez said, are animations automatically tied to attributes and we no longer have to pick them? No. No, you're going to have to pick your animations. Yeah, it's going to be the same thing. It's just a play style has to do with badges. But yeah, you're going to be able to choose your animations, pick different animations. Yep, just like any other 2K. Badges change up everything, yeah. B Season said 100% agreed. 23 was amazing when it first dropped, then they really ruined it. Hoax with a 249 super chat said big W for All City. Big Hex work behind the scene. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Salute to the All City team for helping us be where we need to be. You guys are finna see a lot of members of the All City team in 2K24. And I'm not just talking about here on stream. I'm talking about them building and developing their own platforms. Big things to come for the All City team. How many teams are there? How many people you guys see? If you could list off 2K teams, and I'm talking about content creator type of teams, and I'm not talking about basketball teams, I'm talking about just teams for the 2K community. How many are out there, yeah? Should see where we're headed, man. We're looking forward to filling in that void. City, are you going to copy someone else's build or make your own from scratch? GG Too Loud, I will be making my own from scratch. I have so much experience with a builder, I definitely don't need to copy anybody's build. And I know you don't mean that as an insult. I'm not even trying to say it like as such either. I have a ton of experience with the builder. We just need to see, what I'm curious of is to see how these animations relate to gameplay on the floor, how these attributes relate to gameplay on the floor as well. So that's what I need to factor in order to decide if I should meet a certain threshold on a particular attribute or category. So it's going to take a little time to get that understanding. That's just trial and error, but we'll definitely get there. Drip Bayless with the 199 super chat said, thoughts on Limitless range? Kyrie doesn't have it. 2K24 Limitless range, you're really shooting from range, yeah. I don't know if you guys seen some of the clips, but folks are shooting from range. Kyrie doesn't have it. I love the Limitless range badge. I think folks should have the option to shoot from Limitless range, especially considering where the NBA went. We went into a game where more and more players started shooting from range. It's only right that players on 2K get that option as well. Hopefully, I think 2K24 was I think 2K23 was a good balance on Limitless range. I think it worked really well. They need to keep that same balance. Hopefully, they don't make it any more strict or any more easy for these players out there with this Limitless range badge. It's going to be taxing to get it. 99 3 ball to get it on Hall of Fame. So it's going to be taxing 96 3 ball to get it on gold. So those players who have that badge, they're not going to be doing much of anything else. You're going to know who has that badge on. I like it. I like Limitless Range. I'm glad they put it in the game. NBA 2K Lab is in the building. 5v5 needs limitless range for sure. Thank you for saying that. It's what helps space the floor. Having limitless range opens up the mid-range as well. Having limitless range allows folks, because the defense needs to come up. So this opens up the floor for so many other things like backdoor cuts, hash cuts, wraparounds. Do you get why limitless range is so important? NBA 2K Lab, thank you for sharing that so I can create that dialogue and get into why limitless range and spreading the floor is so important for the gameplay in general. It makes it more difficult for one person to guard two people. You know how that was a big problem on 2K23, where even with limitless range, there was one person guarding two people. So these factors in 2K are extremely important. Better teams will have like a hash shooter for that simple fact. Because if one person is able to guard two people, you know what that means for the point guard? That he's getting double teamed. Do you get that? And point guards don't want to be double teamed. So when they get out there, they're saying, yo, you got limitless on. All right, cool. All right, you're going to sit at the hash, B. So definitely something to take into consideration. By the way, being that 2K Labs is in the building, you guys are talking about limitless range. You already know the vibes. If you want that inside information to get info that's tested, tried, and true, you need the best jump shots. You're going to need that for 2K24. It helped me out tremendously. Their jump shot tool helped me out tremendously on 2K23. And there's not a commercial for 2K Lab because they're in here. You guys know I've been preaching that damn near all year on 2K23. For that reason, consider joining NBA 2K Lab Premium and use promo code ALLCITY. Save yourself 20%. It's best to just give it a look. If it wasn't for NBA 2K Lab, I wouldn't have been able to get my jump shot right on 2K23. I was struggling. And it was through that jump shot tool that I realized that I have to shoot a faster shot. My recommended shot speed was like 463 or something like that. It was a super fast shot. Of course, that was because of my muscle memory tied into NBA 2K22 with set shot 25. And everything dawned on me. It allowed me to readjust how to shoot on 2K23. So if it wasn't for that jump shot tool, I would have never got there. Keep that in mind in case you guys are interested. You can use promo code ALLCITY. It helps our platform out here, and it also helps 2K Lab continue to provide these great resources for the 2K community. Mo 499 super chat says someone said they making a Ronnie 2K build with a 99 3-point Goofy Fresh. I need to stop calling Ronnie Goofy Fresh because he's gonna get so upset one day, but I can't help it. It's the perfect moniker for Ronnie. I'll make a Goofy Fresh build in a second, just to troll. But a Ronnie 2K build with a 99 3-point. Your thoughts? 99 3-ball is gonna be taxing, y'all. It's gonna be probably more taxing than you think. You and your community. Thank you, NBA 2K Lab. NBA 2K Lab said you're the best. All City Live TV. You and your community. I appreciate that, man. You already know it is what it is. We have a great working relationship with NBA 2K Lab, and I don't recommend damn near any other service but 2K Lab. If somebody somehow comes out the woodwork and decides that they're gonna provide even let's give a good percentage, even half of what 2K Labs provides, I may consider pushing them as well. But when you go on NBA 2K Lab and you see what they have to offer for you, you know why I recommend them, hands down. You'll know why. Ronnie Stay Drippy. Oh yeah, Ronnie Stay Drippy, B. He is the absolute, Ronnie 2K is the absolute youngest 50-year-old I ever seen, B. That's hands down. He is definitely drippy. The youngest looking 56-year-old I ever seen, bro. Salute to Ronnie 2K. Marathon Boogie, $5 super chat said, I think people need to consider Ronnie's probably, if that clip ever got to Ronnie, he's like, what the hell did I do to this guy? Ronnie, you didn't do nothing to me, man. I'm just trolling. You're the last of the Mohicans for me. I love what 2K is doing this year. I really love how they're connecting to the community. I love what they're providing for the community. Hopefully they're able to execute. And I promise, I'll make this promise. I'll make this promise to y'all, and y'all can hold me accountable for it. If 2K executes everything really good, I could promise you guys for the entire year, I will not say anything negatively about Ronnie 2K. Marathon the Boogie, $5 super chat said, I think people need to consider badge tier and not just badge color. Facts, facts. Ronnie got that drip. CB Lamb said, missed my chat. Let's see, CB Lamb. I don't see no super chat. Oh, CB Lamb. 199 super chat from CB Lamb said, do you have an all-city 3v3 Pro-Am league? We do not, but it may be something we consider. It may be something we consider for... we have a league, an actual all-city league running right now. And that's gonna pick back up for 2K24. But I may consider adding a 3v3 Pro-Am league, or we do like pop-up tournaments in our community as well. So we may consider that for sure, CB. What up, OG? OG, triple OG. 722 in the building. Hey, Ronnie Bang, Liv Morgan. That's pretty good, even though she easy. Well, I don't even know who that is. Back for a minute, Rob plays. W Super Chats, word, W Super Chats. I appreciate y'all doing that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of you are in here, and I get it. I go on live streams, and I watch videos, and I forget to hit that subscribe button. But try not to forget that you could help me reach a goal of 100K subscribers this year. So take a second, hit that subscribe button, show some love. I'll give you a shout out when the notification comes up. I want to get there soon. I want to have that plaque on the wall. You guys can help make that happen. And if you're looking for players to run with, come on out and join our Discord. The link is right there. Might as well click it. Mikey D said 2K Labs, All City, Joe Knows, and Uncle Demi, Brother Jones is all you need. That's all the info right there. Appreciate that, Mike. Yeah, I shouldn't have even read that out loud. He said, wait, what? Ronnie did what? She's a WWE wrestler. A lot of people simp over her. She all right. Oh, damn. He's going hard. Michael Matreski going hard. Lord Jackson said, how do you feel about Pro-Am? Seems to me that mode is dying in favor of Rec. You can't really say that. I think Pro-Am never got to the level that it's supposed to be at. Pro-Am's been struggling for years in the sense that it never functioned properly. There was some with the way in which you progress in Pro-Am, there was always something wrong with it. And remember back in the day of just like getting to the gold level and you had to reset your team consistently because you couldn't find a matchup at that gold level. And the same this year, you get into a game and we're like getting everybody together and then you have to add them onto the Pro-Am team and then go into the Pro-Am arena and you couldn't find the game. So there's always something missing with Pro-Am that has never gotten the opportunity to be a fully functional game mode. And there's a Pro-Am scene for sure, I get that, but there's always issues with Pro-Am is what I'm getting at. In regards to this like new way that 2K is approaching the Rec Center, with this brand new. The Rec Center's grown tremendously, and I think it's caught 2K off guard. So they're applying, they're giving some additional stuff for Rec Center, as is due. It's due for Rec to get all this stuff. I don't think it's a disregard of Pro-Am. Hopefully this year we're able to see Pro-Am get that much needed overhaul and functionality, that the mode just functions properly. You go into a game, you bring your team into the arena, and you find the game. If it functions properly, I would be super happy about that. There'll still be Pro-Am players out there. Pro-Am is like a league of its own. You guys don't understand that. If you're an official Pro-Am player, like say you only run Pro-Am, those players look at Rec players like, huh. It's like Rec is like the G League. and Pro-Am is like the NBA. Hopefully you guys know that. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but that's how it's looked at. I primarily played rec the whole year. G League player. Can I go into the Pro-Am? I can go into the Pro-Am and compete, yes, for sure. But I primarily stayed in the rec. How difficult is Baldur's Gate? All right, so thank you for. I won't elaborate too heavily on Baldur's Gate, but I thought Baldur's Gate, because there's some creators saying that it's hella difficult. I spent about a good 6 to 8 hours on it yesterday, and I think I died once. So and I played on the normal mode on the default. So there's a lot of strategy involved. Maybe I picked up the strategy early. There's a lot of strategy involved with that, but as far as like Elden Ring difficulty, nah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't to the point that you're just dying to die. You're dying to learn how to live. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Or dying to get past a certain enemy. No, you use your strategy, use your spells and everything, and you know, you should be good. I really liked it. I guess I'm a G League star. Yeah, Bozy New York said. But why though? That's weird. Maybe someone don't have a full squad to play pro-am. People is goofy. Well, that's the idea. You know, like, you know, it's not that every single rec player is considered, you know, G League. And what I'm getting at, and this is what I keep stressing to y'all. If you don't have enough players to make up a team, then you're not advancing to this different tier of basketball is what I'm getting at. And I'm hoping y'all understand that. When you want to start increasing the level of competition that you play against, your main priority is to find a team to play with. Otherwise, you're not going to experience those higher levels of competition until you master playing with the team that you got. So yeah, you know, it's on y'all. Really, it's an effort. It's an effort, yeah. You gotta make an effort to find. If you want to play those, you don't need to. Nobody needs to. It's your game. You pay for the joint. But if you want to play those upper echelons of competition, then yeah, you'll try your best to get 5 people that you could build some chemistry with, and then say, all right, we're gonna go take over Pro-Am. Clutch with the $2 super chat said, AC, what's good, bro? What challenges did they make now? Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Zoning. What changes did they make now? Well, they're considering changing the. I'll pull it up. They're considering changes to the affiliations, yeah. So as you see, Rise and Elite, they're thinking of swapping the top 2. You have the heat check boost for Rise. They want to swap that with the 2-way tenacity boost. Thinking of switching those, and then they're thinking, at least this is what Uncle Demi posted. He also thought of maybe changing the shooting boost, giving that to Rise, and switching the finishing boost to Elite. But there's nothing, none of that is confirmed, yeah. He's asking. So like Uncle Demi sent out this tweet saying, trying to figure out how to have affiliations balance. What ideas do y'all have? Would switching these around work? If not, then what? So if you guys want to share your thoughts on that, go to Uncle Demi's tweet so you can take your feedback. King Jess, what up? Pretty good, pretty good. Most of Pro-Am players go to rec anyway because Pro-Am is dry. Pro-Am is definitely not dry, but we do go, a lot of Pro-Am players do end up going to rec. And I don't think it's a dry mode per se. It's like I was mentioning, it's just the functionality. You know how difficult it is? I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you an experience of mine. This is what happened. So we were ready to kind of get the Maniacs going. The Maniacs is the Pro-Am side of our Discord, the All City Maniacs. We have the All City Lunatics, and then we have the All City Maniacs. So towards the end of the year, we were thinking, all right, let's get into the Pro-Am scene. Let's start creating some waves. So everybody ready. I got the court ready. It looked dope. I had the jerseys ready. It looked dope. So we get ready to go into Pro-Am, but consistently, we couldn't even get a matchup. This facts. This is what we was doing. We get the folks ready through our Discord. All right, everybody go into the arena. We ready. We go to get a matchup, can't get it. Sometimes we couldn't even get in our own arena. It's such a turnoff when you know you could instantly go into the rec center and get a game. So it's such a turnoff from having that experience all year with the rec center and then attempting to go into pro-am to increase the level of competition, and we can't even get a game, and we're watching a half an hour pass to an hour pass just to get one game. Such a turnoff. So hopefully 2K fixed that. All City, how do I join Discord? I'm an old head and just want somewhere peaceful to play. There you go, Antoine. Type !Discord in this live stream chat. It's all you do to get into Discord. The link comes up through Nightbot. You just click that link and it takes you right into Discord. Sign up, go to the welcome screen on our Discord. You'll be straight. That's not what I meant at all. The functionality has been broken. Thank you, Call Me Bane. Thank you. A lot of things got worse in the new generation. Hopefully this year they start with better experiences. Thank you, Call Me Bane. Facts. Hoax, thank you for sharing that. I can't wait to see what amount of boosts. You know, I have a feeling that we're not even going to see the amount of boosts. We'll see what happens. And the reason I'm going hard at Uncle Demi is because this is Mr. 313. Locke, who can shoot with no playmaking, had to find ways to be more of a quarter sitter. I think Park won't be fun without a team this year. I feel bad for randoms. I feel bad for randoms as well. I keep stressing this year in and year out. But this year, now more than ever, we have 27,000 members in our Discord. A ton of players for you guys to run with. It's a non-toxic, positive environment, and I put it's like my word on it. Because we're in there as an all-city team. All of our managers are in there working diligently to make sure that it remains non-toxic. What happens outside of our Discord, we can't control. But what happens inside of our Discord, we can control. So there's no tolerance for toxicity in our Discord. In 2K24, the random experience is going to be hella tough. It's oriented toward a team type of game. 23, we thought it was going to be like that. 24 is like, wow. So if you're looking for players to run with and you want to kind of have that non-toxic type of vibes, trust me, don't come in there and no toxic stuff. You will get banned ASAP. If you want that type of experience, join the Discord. You don't want to be running, in my opinion, I'll say, in my opinion, you don't want to be running with randoms in 2K24. And I say, honestly, this is my honest opinion. Because you don't need to join the Discord to find players. There's so much other stuff to do in our Discord community. But one of the main incentives is finding players. My experience on 2K changed dramatically with good teams. Even if I run with some folks that don't have the same IQ, you've experienced certain levels of frustration for poorly executed mistakes. It's just a different experience when you start building chemistry with folks. The whole game is different to you when you start building some chemistry. You play with players that have your back because they learned your play style. They know when to get your back. You know what that feels like, bro? Instead of you constantly feeling like you got to have the cape on. You know how many times you see people just constantly with the cape on? So, yeah, hopefully y'all consider that. What up, Amanda? Andrew Vega said, Pro-Am is for no lies. Pro-Am is for kids who don't go outside. Like I said, Pro-Am is for higher levels of competition. That's what Pro-Am is. There's a ton of players who play Pro-Am and they got amazing lives, like Joe Knows, Badge Plug, amazing lives. So keep that in mind, y'all. If I choose Rise, can I choose Elite in another build? No, you cannot. Your affiliation is your affiliation. Choose wisely, because if you change your affiliation, you're going to lose your progression. You're going to lose your rep. See, Guffington Post said, I like wearing the cape. I like crashing into buildings. I appreciate that, Cuffington Post. Is there a strictly 1v1 court on next gen? I'm almost certain there is, Asian Moses. There's also a new game mode called the, what the hell was it? Starting 5, I think it was, where you can play 1v1 versus another player, but you're going to have a team. So you'll take your my player that you've been progressing through the NBA or through the, through the street side quest, and then you'll choose 4 other NBA players to add to your my player. Another player online will do the same thing, and y'all face off. I thought that was super dope. Hell yeah, all love. You can like wearing the cape, but are you Superman? Yeah. Can you explain the gym topic you were talking about earlier? Well, the gym topic is let me put it up. Let me pull it up. I'll give it to you right here. So in regards to the gym topic, folks are wondering why you cannot choose, a body type. And from what we've learned so far, the gym is going to be set up differently. The Gatorade workouts are going to be set up differently, and they're going to be geared more towards badge progression. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that's what I had read. It's going to be like drills geared toward badge progression. You still have an opportunity to get boosts similar to the under the hood mechanics from previous 2Ks. You have an opportunity to get boosts, and you also have an opportunity to get permanent boosts. And that's all they refer to it as. Let me see if I got a screenshot for it. Let me see if I got, because I did name some of these. Max height. Is that old? I did name spot finder. Screenshot. Badge grind, gameplay info, release date. I'm not 100% sure if I have so many screenshots, and I had tried to name a lot of them. So it's for situations like this. Let me just go through these real quick. That's the no more trolling. That's the griefing mechanic. I'm pretty sure I have it in here, but I didn't name it. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So it'd take too long for me to go through that stuff. I would, Slitch said, I would bet everything on the fact that the only people that don't want affiliation boosts to change are the ones that have decided on elite, because they want that uneven boost. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I don't care either way. When you're considering a boost, it's not going to be that large. It's not going to be game changing boost for you. And I'm wondering if I would imagine, like one Red Mike speculating the other day during the live stream, he mentioned that it's probably going to be for Park. And that was just speculation. It wasn't confirmation. But if I had to speculate, I would think it's only going to be for the Park game mode as well. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it isn't. We'll see what happens though. 2K15, it was game changing boosts. Yeah, we're way past. We're way past that though. Yeah, it's the thing. It's no more +4 for the physicals. Affiliation boost should change build strategy though. Thank you, Be Smooth. That's exactly what I keep stressing. I already stressed it here on the live stream like a good 24 times. But yeah, this is facts, Be Smooth. The boost alone, if it's going to be a +1 attribute boost, again, the determining factor, if it's that +1, is going to be applied to all game modes. If it's just +1 for the Park, it's only going to change how you create your build for Park players. If it's +1 across the board, like I said earlier, folks are going to make sure that they're one short of the threshold so that they can make up with that with the affiliation boost. And then they'll apply it differently. It might get them another badge in a different category, a badge level. Now, you good, Be Smooth? We straight, bro. I wasn't saying that to insult you in any way, Be Smooth. I was just saying it for the sake of the stream because I read the comment. You good, though, man. Do you think the parks will be changed during events like 2K20? I think it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say because those parks are so heavily themed that I'm not sure if they'll be able to change it. So that was a good question. Who put that in there? The Asian Moses. 2K17 was such a vibe. 2K17 was a vibe when I look back on it. It was a vibe because we used to be out there, like we used to shut the park down. And if you guys don't know, I was mainly a park player for years. And we used to be the last multiple times, but it'd be like 3 a.m. where there's no other team in the park because we don't shut everything down. And this was just a regular day at the office with 2K. They have permanent boosts for both affiliations. Yeah, that's what it is right now, and that's what they're trying to determine. They're trying to determine permanent boosts. Is it which ones and how should they mix and match them? Asriel Rimmer, appreciate you. Thank you for the sub. If it's only for park, then affiliations will be essentially useless for players of other game modes. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we've always had. That's always what affiliations have been. Affiliations have always been for park. If you played rec, your affiliation meant nothing. If you played pro-am, your affiliation meant nothing. It's always been like that, yeah. Mo with a $9.99 super chat said, I pre-ordered the Mamba version for $99.99 after I watched your video back then comparing the differences between all of the other versions. I need that extra VC just for drip. I don't blame you. I'm going with the I already pre-ordered it, actually. I did it yesterday. So I went with the standard version, $70, and that's the only money that I'm giving 2K this year. Point blank, period. Not one other dollar will 2K get from me in 2K24 for 2K24. But we are here, man. Hopefully you guys are excited. If we get any additional information, if some major news so happens to drop, you already know, I'll definitely go live again and share that with you guys to keep you up to date. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next video or live stream. Hope you have a safe and blessed rest of your night and an even better start to your week. Easy, y'all.